guys, Andrew here with Dad Verb. So we're gonna have some fun with this video. We're gonna do a newborn budget challenge of $1,500 or less. So I put up a poll on YouTube a while back asking, hey, how much did you budget for your newborn baby when you were shopping around? So we tried to find a middle ground and said, hey, okay, $1,500 seems to be a good average middle budget. And we're gonna try to stay under that when shopping. Now, we are assuming that you have no support from friends or family. You're not getting hand-me-downs. You're not getting any sort of gifts of any kind. You're not doing a baby registry. This is just your personal budget and assuming that you have no support in your local area. So the first thing that we're gonna do is go find a guide. In the father figure community, we can, here, if you go into our baby buy guide, if you go to newborn essentials, there it is. So we've got a PDF here. Boom shakalaka. There's our PDF. If you want this guide, you guys can go in the link below and find it. Or if you are part of the Father Figure course community, it's there. So to get started, we're gonna look at car seats. Now, when it comes to car seats, there are two different options. You've got infant car seats and you've got convertibles. Infant car seats being able to snap into a base that's installed in your car, and then you can unsnap it and then put it onto a stroller pretty seamlessly. And then the other option are convertibles. If you're looking for best bang for your buck, a convertible is probably the way to go because you can use it from newborn all the way up until late toddler years. Personally, for me, I like to use infant car seats, so that's what I'm going to be shopping for. I think there's a convenience and a practicality factor that is just better. Car seat, you do want to buy new. I'm going to be hunting on Facebook Marketplace for a bunch of other things, but car seat, you do want to buy new because they cannot be compromised and you can't truly verify the history of car seats that are offered on secondhand marketplaces. I'm just gonna look for a Kiko KeyFit. That's kind of a tried and true car seat KeyFit 30, and there it is. So you can find it for $219. I think they compare with the Bravo. So what if we just okay, so all out, you can get a pretty solid stroller and a tried and true car seat for $400. So let's go into Marketplace, Bravo stroller. So again, this is our local area. You're not gonna find the exact same deals, but do some hunting. So I'm seeing Kiko Bravo up here for 90 bucks, 100 bucks, 115. Say for example, I look here at this $90 one. You know, obviously you gotta do your due diligence, but this is what, okay, so just basic wear, normal wear on tires. I mean, that's just how it's gonna end up looking anyway. I have no problem with that. So for 90 bucks plus the $219 for a brand new car seat that's gonna adapt to that Kiko Bravo, we're out a total of what, like $320. But again, if you did want to buy new, you can go $400 for the brand new travel system right there. I'm gonna say that's a good find. Now, before I move on, I do have to thank the sponsors of this YouTube channel, and that's Lovevery. Now, the one thing that I'm not gonna get too picky on in this video are gonna be toys for newborns. I'm just gonna keep it simple and just add one of Lovevery's play kits to my buy list here, and we're gonna still stay under budget. We've got the Looker or the Charmer kit. Really, both would be great. Looking through, you know, everything that you need is going to be right here. Lovevery did all the research already, and they designed each play kit to be age appropriate to support your child's mental development with exactly what's provided in the kit. So you don't have to think about it. It's all right there. Now, I did say it in my Lovevery review already, but for this, you're not just buying the toys, you're setting the stage for better development for your littles. And you can also get a better understanding of the milestones to be looking for. These play kits are invaluable to so many families out there. Keeping it minimal and simple, it's exactly what you need. You can use the link below to pick up a play kit for your family. They have kits from newborns up to age 4. So go ahead and check that out. We're just gonna add that. We're gonna keep on going here. All right, so if we go back to our list, okay, we took care of a car seat. We just took care of the stroller, baby monitor on. Okay, so we have a couple Nest cams that are perfectly fine to be used in a baby nursery. So really, baby monitor could be $0, completely free. You can go with just a simple sound monitor for like 20, 30 bucks from VTech, like this one solid right here. But personally, I like to have eyes on the baby. So I'd say if you want like a non-connected monitor, you can get like a simple Hello Baby one for 50 bucks. I would probably just keep it simple though and get like a connected monitor at the cheapest price and go for the Wise Cam V3 for 36 bucks. So the next big thing I want to focus on is going to be a place to sleep, right? This section right here. I don't think that you need to get a crib and a mattress and all that right off the bat, especially if you're really trying to save. Because you can just kind of pick that stuff up as the baby gets older, but right off of the bat, you're probably gonna want a bassinet. For me, a little bit of a hack is just to get a travel crib. I would get there you go, a pack and play right there. All out, 75 bucks for a pack and play. That is sleep safe. You can move it around as needed from your bedroom to the nursery or whatever, and I think it'll get the job done. Okay, so we've got our sleep space taken care of. You know, if we're going to resting places, again, this isn't for sleep, this is for rest. Baby can lounge and stuff. You know, swings, bounces. I mean, you don't need those baby Bjorn bouncers and stuff like that. It's really cool stuff. But in those early months, I wouldn't say it's a complete necessity. I think all you would need is maybe a lay flat play gym. I think this is a really good option, the one I'm gonna click through right here for 30 bucks. You've got a simple little lounge place with some minimalistic things for newborn to look at, play with, observe. You can also get something like a Snuggle Me Organic or whatever, again, purely for resting purposes. That's $100. We're just gonna forego that right now and just try to keep it really minimal. If we have budget left, we'll come back to that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just highlight all that out. It's fine. I mean, if you wanna add swings and stuff like that, you can, but we're getting by right here with just the things that we've picked up. Now we're talking about like nursery stuff, right? Okay, assuming that, you know, you do have a little bit of space. You're not just like in a one studio, big apartment or whatever. You know, you've got a nursery. I mean, if you do have that living set up, something like a pack and play is just gonna be even more invaluable to you when it comes to just saving space. So a nursery, again, we're just gonna skip the crib mattress for now. I mean, if you did want to get that, you can just click through, and I'm pretty sure this is a Graco one. Yeah, it's a Graco. It's really simple for 90 bucks. You know, I'm a fan of Newton. That's gonna be a little bit higher on the budget, but we don't need that. A crib sheet, you know, that's stuff that you can pick up later. You don't need that for newborn. Okay, sound machine. That I feel like is pretty essential. Nightlight, pure darkness is probably gonna be fine. You don't need a nightlight. Sound machine though, I think that would be pretty solid. Again, you know, I just make my life easier. I just click through on the link. Pick this up for 30 bucks, Yoga Sleep ROM. This thing is amazing. It's got a deep bassy hum. I think I've talked about it in a previous video. This is a great sound machine and it's portable. You can take it anywhere. This one is gonna be a sound machine. We're gonna add that to the list, 30 bucks. So we're ticking up the budget. So, okay, we're moving down the list here. Okay, so rocking chair. This one is a little bit more debatable. You can, there are a couple different options here because some parents are just like, you know, you don't need a rocking chair. We did need one in our nursery setup. So, I mean, if you are working with a very limited space, you can probably just use something like a Ready Rocker, which you can find for about like $150, which basically turns any sort of seat into a rocking chair. It's portable, it's small, but you know, it is still $150, but it is better than spending, you know, upwards of $400 or $500. I think we spent like $600 on our rocking chair from Bye Bye Baby when we got started. So yeah, you can get a Ready Rocker, or you can just go to Facebook Marketplace and find a rocking chair there. So I mean, if I'm just looking at this rocking chair right here, that looks pretty fine. I would just go check it out in person. Not the sexiest looking thing, but for $100 to get you through a few nights with your baby during nursing, I wouldn't mind that. So we'll just add that, $100. So we got ourselves a rocking chair, dresser, okay, and then changing pad. Changing pad, you can have like a fixed changing base station area, which we use, but a lot of parents also, they just don't need like a dedicated area on the dresser. Like they'll just end up changing the baby everywhere, so they'll just get something really, really cheap. You can get something like this for 30 bucks, which is your basic changing pad, but you can get, there you go, portable changing pad. You got some for $12 here. You've got a bunch, yeah, so 12 bucks, you can have this changing pad right here, and you can post up anywhere in your house. It doesn't have to be just in that one changing area. You can go anywhere. It could be in your car or whatever, and then just start changing right there and then. So, I mean, again, if you're really trying to scrimp and save, this is a great option. 12 bucks, we'll add it to the list. Got ourselves a changing pad. A dresser is kind of crucial to storing all of your baby stuff that we're gonna start gathering, especially in this section right here when it comes to like hygiene and clothing and all that stuff. You can go IKEA and spend up a little bit, but sometimes you can get a little bit pricey even doing that. So again, I would maybe recommend checking out Facebook Marketplace. Now, as I'm looking through here, it is important to note that like you don't have to just get like a baby dresser, because they're gonna grow up pretty quick. So it'd be nice if you did get a dresser that transcended just baby and you started planning ahead for kids. Like, can my 6-year-old start using this, right? Not just can my newborn baby. So it looks like this is a used drawer right here. That looks really nice, $100. So, I mean, I'd be pretty happy with that setup right there. An important note, by the way, you do need to anchor these things to the wall. So I would also invest in some furniture anchors. So we got a dresser. I'm gonna go look for carriers, right? I think wearing the baby is super important. And I would want a baby carrier. And you know what? I feel like we've got the budget. I'm just gonna go buy it new. So we're gonna go into Amazon, and and we're gonna go looking for a baby carrier. Now, there are so many good ones. I personally don't like wraps, so I'm not gonna go for like one of these wraps or like a Solly baby wrap or something like that. I would probably go for a tried and true like baby carrier. We've got this Infantino one, which I think works pretty solid. Ergo Baby, longtime favorite of mine. Lila Baby, it's kind of sits in between those two options. I think that's great too. Just for fun, I'm gonna go into this Lila Baby and just say, this will be my baby carrier right here. I'm gonna add that to my list. $100. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just mark the carriers off. And that right there, I think we knocked off a lot of like the bigger things, and we're still under $1,000 on our budget. So the next thing that we're gonna do is probably start going through these little ticky-tacky things. I'm not gonna go with the exact thing. I'm just gonna kind of do some rough highlights here because you don't need me to tell you like to go buy Cat and Jack. High chair, you probably don't need that for a while. And then plates, bibs, utensils, again, you probably don't need too many of those. If you want a couple little cloth bibs, you know, whatever, those are gonna be pretty cheap, pretty fine. Let's talk about feeding. When it comes to breast pumps, a majority of people that I know have gotten them for free. You can get that new, just talk to your insurance provider and you should be able to get that completely for free. So I'm just gonna go ahead and check that off the list. I mean, if you want to get it off of, you know, I think there are a bunch of like Medela brands and stuff like that that you can get, but I know that I can get that for free, so that's gonna be no hit to our budget. I do wanna note though, I have been lingering in the kind of the breastfeeding section. I mean, if you do go up to formula feeding, the prices are gonna be different because, you know, formula is its own cost. Obviously, chest milk is free. Well, it's free, but it's not like free. There's a mental toll that kind of comes to it sometimes. Yes, I mean, if we were to go up, bottle brush, that's only about $5. You can get those from like Munchkin or whatever. Bottle rack, again, you can find those for super cheap on Amazon. Bibs and burp cloths, please don't spend more than $20 on that stuff. This isn't like budget eating things. Keep it simple. Bottle sanitizer, this could be 100% free if you just boil your bottles. I also think that there is a lot of value in a bottle warmer. I would 100% get a bottle warmer to just make it a lot faster because you can't use a microwave, or you shouldn't be using a microwave. So there's there's $30 for a warmer. I would definitely add that to the arsenal. It's not on this list for whatever reason, but bottles are obviously important. You're gonna need a bunch of bottles. You can go get, I talked about it in the past, you can get like the Babylist bottle box that tests, you know, which bottles might work best for you. We're fans of the Philip Advent system, so, you know, going in here, getting these bottles, you're probably gonna want to get more than this, most likely. So I would just kind of up the quantity to 2, and then the price will jump up closer to that $50 mark. So obviously you do also have to account for formula, right? So probably want to budget with like $50 a month or something like that on that. Like if you go on Amazon right now, let's just say for example, you want like the Similac Pro Advance, right? I can't remember off the top of my head how long it took for us to get through one of these containers. Comment down below when it comes to formula budgeting right here, because this is one that I start to get a little bit hazy on. I'm like, how long? Because every kid eats different amount. But again, that's kind of hard to factor into like your initial like buying budget, because that's something that's just gonna keep ticking on and on and on. So just keep that in mind. Back to breastfeeding, chest feeding, we got nursing bras, nursing pads, just a lot of the basics, right? You know, these are the prices that you know, they'll range. We're just gonna lump sum that and throw it in there. You do have storage bags, you got creams and ointments. So again, like just general ballpark prices. Hygiene items, towels, sure, you probably just need one. A baby bathtub, just one is probably gonna be fine. Lotion, diaper cream, just in case for like diaper rashes. These are just basic things that it's just good to have on hand. Electric nail file, that's not a complete mandatory, but I think that that is actually a really good thing. Thermometer, nose Frida, windy. Okay, windy, we're not factoring that into it, but that's, you know, if there is gas, sure. Gripe water, I'm not gonna add that, just because some people report that the efficacy of that is just like not what you think. So I'm just gonna like leave that off. Our baby's intake pacifiers, you could spend $10 on that, and if they don't like it, they don't like it. But yeah, that's just general range for you guys to keep in mind there. Diaper pail, we're just gonna skip that and just say use a regular garbage can for free $99. Wipes and diapers. So we use Pampers diapers, Huggies wipes, Huggies sensitive. So if you were to go in here, and these are size 1, newborn. Okay, so we're newborn here, right? You're probably gonna be using these for like the first month or two, so about 36 bucks. 120, so you know that should be able to get you through the first month. Yeah, just like formula, that's just one of those things that just every month you're gonna have to be just spending 100 bucks on formula diapers. Formula diapers is just the cost of kids. Cloth diapering, if you need to go cloth diapering, you know, there are general price points on that. That's not where we're gonna be going. So, you know, we just do this disposable, but if you are cloth diapering, you know, that's kind of what you're working with. So last category that we're gonna dive into are just gonna be clothing. And really, if you are on a budget, you don't need to go like too heavy into clothing because you'd be surprised with how fast they grow out of these clothes. And I know people like to get to gift so many baby clothes, like sometimes like they just don't even get to wear all of them. So I would think a little bit beyond that newborn stage and kind of start picking up, you know, 1 to 3 monthers things as well. But, you know, again, just for this video, this is just the newborn first month's essentials, trying to stay under that $1,500 budget. You want to get a couple of onesies. Where is this link going to take me to? Let's see. Okay, so yeah, there's a good handful of onesies right there. You can pick up 1, 2 of those even just in case, because you don't know what kind of blowouts will happen, what things you might just need to part with a little bit earlier than you anticipated. We have a couple sleepers. These I think are super invaluable and pretty important. Again, I would just go zip as opposed to snaps or magnets or whatever. Zip is just good, solid thing. I'd pick, you know, a couple of those up right there. So, you know, just those two things right there, you know, the price is gonna jump a little bit here. Sweaters, you know, you buy that stuff as needed. I'm gonna stay away from sweaters because we're in Texas right now. Our baby girl is gonna be coming soon. In the middle of the summer, sweaters are not gonna be used at all. Swaddles, you're only gonna be using them up until they start rolling, maybe around like 8 weeks or so. You're not gonna be using swaddles for a long-term thing. So I would just get a few. Like this right here, this bundle, in my opinion, will do the trick. That's it, just do that. If you wanna get a couple more, sure. But like this right here for 30 bucks, I don't think you need to go too crazy. And the great thing about these swaddle me's is that they're just like Velcro, right? You don't have to do like the full like burrito fold and stuff like that. This just makes the life a lot easier. It really kind of keeps the baby snug. They're great. Sleep sacks, these, we especially use the sleep sacks as the kids got older. And when you do transition to a crib, sleep sacks are great for preventing the kids' legs from slipping through the slats and hanging out. Sleep sacks are really great. Right off the bat though, you could probably just get away with like the sleepers, those little zip ups, and be completely fine. But this, especially down the line, will come in handy. Jackets, again, I'm just gonna go ahead and skip that. Hats, I don't think that you really need those other than like the cosmetic function of, you know, getting that Instagram shot. Really, I don't think you need hats. Outfits, rompers, this is so subjective, guys, but like as a dad, you know, a couple basic things here and there like will be fine. They're gonna grow out of it really soon. My wife, a lot of moms out there, you know, they want to get a little bit cute, but if you're really trying to stay in that budget, you don't need to go all in. I feel like you could probably get plenty with that. Socks, sure, squid socks are great, especially when they start moving, trying to take the socks off, but you know, basic socks, simple. Mittens, preventing them from scratching their face early on, those are a good thing to get. And then detergent, right? We just use all free and clear. Is that where it's gonna take me? Is it gonna take me to all free and clear? I would recommend, there you go, all free and clear, great detergent. So there you go, guys. I'm sure I forgot something here, and if I did, you know, comment down below, set parents in the right direction, but hopefully this has helped you. And you know, I think a lot of you guys are probably gonna have the opportunity to be able to inherit secondhand things from friends and family, or just register and be able to get gifts and things like that. So, and if that's the case, that is really cool. Just remember to be grateful to the people who are willing to gift things to you and your family, because the reality is there are a lot of parents out there who they don't have that opportunity or that convenience. So, you know, be grateful. I'm excited for you guys to welcome your newborns. This is probably why you're watching this video, and I hope this helped. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button down there. It looks like a thumbs up. For more videos and reviews for new parents, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this video and come back for the next one. God bless. Later.